Right, we have a question here. Right, we have to find the values of x, y, and z. All right, we have three equations with three variables. Our variables are x, y, and z. Right, so we're going to use Cramer's rule to solve this question. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to determine our overall determinant. Our overall determinant. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do to determine our overall determinant, these x plus 2y, 3 plus z, 3x plus 2y plus z, x minus 5y plus z, we're going to put it in a matrix format. All right. So this is how we put it in a matrix format. So we'll call this matrix the coefficients matrix because this matrix contains the coefficients of x, y, and z. All right, so we start with our x column, put the coefficients of x, that is 1, 3, and 1. Our coefficients for the y column, 2, 2, and negative 5. Coefficients for the z column, we have 3, 1, 1. So you repeat this. Right. So here we listed out the coefficients in a matrix for thing into a matrix. All right. So what we're going to do next is you go to the top left corner, you circle the value there, and you draw these lines here on the first matrix. On the second matrix, you go to the middle top number and you draw this. And then on the third matrix, you do it like this. All right. So the number we circled, we put it outside here. So here, the first one we circled was 1. Then we make a smaller matrix, a smaller 2 by 2 matrix, which is going to include these numbers which are not encircled. So we're going to have 2, negative 5, 1, 1, minus, here again, we're going to get this 2 we circled here, we put it outside to make a 2 by 2 matrix here. It's going to be 3, 1, and 1, 1. Then here we're going to say plus. Then this 3 we circled here, we're going to put it outside here and draw and put our 2 by 2 matrix. 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, negative 5. All right. After we do this, all right, we're going to find the determinants of these 2 by 2 matrices. All right. Yes. Yes. Is that a question? Yes. Okay, if it's not a question, I can continue. Yes. Okay, so we get the determinants of these 2 by 2 matrices. So you get the leading diagonal, right? You're going to say 2 times 1 minus the trailing diagonal, which is this one here, 1 times -5, right? Both of these will be in brackets, in the parentheses, because so we've got this one outside here, so we leave it here. Then we're going to say minus, we go to the next matrix, we have our 2 outside here. We get the leading diagonal, which is 3 times 1, which is here, minus the trailing diagonal, we go to our next matrix, so we say plus, we say 3 here. We go to our final matrix, our leading diagonal, 3 times -5, minus 2 times 1. Are there any questions here? This is what you do next. 2 times 1, okay. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times -5, neg- -5. Remember, we've got this one outside here, minus, then we put our 2 here, this 2 which is there, then we say 3 times 1, that is 3, minus 1 times 1, that is 1, plus 3, open brackets, 3 times -5, -15, minus 2 times 1, that is 2. So we operate in the parentheses first. 2 minus -5, negative and negative make positive, so it becomes like 2 plus 5, that gives us 7. All right, so here we have 1 times 7, okay, then minus 3 minus 1, that is 2. So we're going to say this 2 here multiplied by this 2, minus 2 times 2, plus -15 minus 2, that's -17. So we're going to say 3 times -17. Let's get our calculators. 1 times 7, that is 7, minus 2 times 2, that is 4. And 3 times -17, so in your calculator, put 7 minus 4 minus 51. Because this positive and negative make negative. So it becomes like this. 7 minus 4 minus 51. We got negative 48. Okay. Okay, negative 48. So that's our overall determinant D, negative 48. Yes. Any questions before we move to finding now the determinant of our x variable? Or minus and plus here? Mhm. It's always positive. But if this was a negative number, you would put negative. This one here was negative. You have made it negative. But it's when you're doing this format, this minus and this plus are mandatory. These ones which I've circled. This one in here and this one. So in the exam, do not mix up. You put a plus here and a minus there. You get a different answer. Okay, next we need to find the determinant of x dx. Now, as to get the determinant of x, we're going to now need this 17, 11, and negative 5. All right. This column, we're going to replace it with our x column here, this 131. All right. And when we try to find the determinant of y, the y column will be replaced by this 17, 11, and negative 5. And we try to find our determinant for z. The z column will be replaced by 17, 11, and negative 5. So in step 2, we determine dx. So the first thing again, we're going to list out our matrices now. Oops. We'll list out the matrices. So our x column is going to be replaced. Right. So in our x column, we're going to put 17, 11, and negative 5. Then here 17, 11, and negative 5. Same here, 17, 11, and negative 5. Then the remainder of the matrix stays the same. Let me just see. So it was 2, 2. Here was a 2, 2, negative 5, 3, 1, 1. Are there any questions before we move further? So remember, the x column, you substitute it with those numbers. Then we go over the same process again. You circle the number to the top left. Then the middle number in the top row, circle it. So our the number we circled here was 17, so we put 17. We get our 2 by 2 matrices now, which is going to be 2, 1, negative 5, 1. So 2, 1, negative 5, 1. Minus, then we circle this 2 here, so we're going to say 2, then open bracket, the matrix. Here we have 11, negative 5, 1, 1. I say plus, here we have 3, then we put our matrix here. So here we have 11, negative 5, 2, negative 5. All right, so same thing. We get the determinants of our 2 by 2 matrices. So I said leading diagonal. So here is going to be 2 times 1 minus the trailing diagonal, which is 1 times negative 5. Put both of these expressions in one parenthesis, and we have 17 outside here. Minus, then we say we've got 2 here. So that leading diagonal, 1 times negative 5 minus 11 times 1 plus, we got our 3 here, open brackets, leading diagonal, 11 times negative 5 minus 2 times negative 5. Yes. So this is the part you must be careful, because sometimes you might forget some signs. So we're going to start here. We're going to say 2 times 1, that is 2, minus 1 times negative 5, that is negative 5. Minus, then we have 2 here, open brackets, 1 times negative 5, that is negative 5, minus 11 times 1, that is 11, plus 3, right? Then 11 times negative 5, that's negative 55, minus 2 times negative 5, that's negative 10. So this question in the exam, I think it should be one of the last questions, because it's big. The operation is very big. So if you are taking your time, unfortunately, you find a lot of time would have passed as you're doing. So 2 minus negative 5, that is positive 7. So I have 17 times 7 here, minus negative 5 minus 11, that's negative 16. Plus Negative 55 plus 10. Yes. Negative 55 plus 10, that is 45. Negative 45. Yes, is that a question? Is that a question? What is. Mhm. this this column here, this one which I'm on? 11 times negative 5 and 2 times negative 10. And if you see where it came from, it's here. When we circled these three and in circled these other numbers, we remain with 11, 2, negative 5, negative 5. So 17 times 7, 2 times negative 16, negative 32, right? 3 times negative 45. Okay, so in your calculators, you're going to say 119. So this negative and negative make positive. So you say 119 plus 32. And this positive and negative make negative. Yes, so 119 plus 32 minus 135. 16. So dx, our determinant for x is 16. Any questions? Y and Z. I was planning to give up on Y and say Z you'll find for yourselves, because as I was calculating, I just realized I was still on X. 8, 10, 10 marks, 8 marks. So that's what I'm saying. It should be one of the last. This one and the statistics questions. This should be the last, because it's going to take time. So I'll give you a question to try so that you practice, you get familiar with this. So let me find the Y, then the Z you try to find it, because already for me fatigue aside kicking in now. This is a big process, this one. So for dy, okay, the principle is this 7, 11, negative 5, we replace it with the y column. So for dy here, our matrices will be like this. So in the y column, the middle column, that's where they will appear: 7, 11, negative 5, 17, 11, negative 5, 17, 11, negative 5, You got 1, 3, 1. You got 3, 1, 1. So the same pattern still follows. You go to the top right, top left number. So the number you circled comes outside here. It's 17. Here it's 3. Then you make this the 2 by 2 matrices. So you have 11, -5, 1, and 1, minus, all right. So this is how it's going to be. So this time again we start leading diagonal. So here we're going to say 11 times 1, that is 11. Hello? Hi, how are you? Yeah, all right. Minus, then trailing diagonal, 1 times -5, get -5. Again, also here, we're going to say leading diagonal, 3 times 1, that is 3, minus the trailing diagonal, 1 times 1, that is 1, plus 3. 3 times -5, that is -15, minus 11 times 1, that is 11. 11 minus -5 is the same as 11 plus 5, that is 16. So here we have 1 times 16, minus 3 minus 1, that is 2. So we have we have 17 times 2, plus 3, Negative 15 minus negative 11, that is negative 26. So 3 times negative 26. Let's get our calculators. So 1 times 16, that is 16, minus 17 times 2, that is 34, plus 3 times negative 26. So you're going to say 16 minus 34. Here, this negative and positive make negative. So 16 minus 34 minus 78. What do we get? What do we get? 16 minus 34 minus 78. Negative 96. Any questions? So with dz, same thing again. You list out, you make the 3 by 3 matrices. One, 3, 1. Let's see what was in our y column. 2, 2, negative 5. Then replace our z column with 17, 11, and negative 5. Okay, so we follow the same pattern again. So here we have 1, 2, negative 5, 11, negative 5, minus 2, 3, 1, 11, negative 5. That's 3, 3, 1, 2, and negative 5. You start leading diagonal 2 times negative 5, that's negative 10, minus 11 times negative 5, that is negative 55. Minus, and we have 2 here. Leading diagonal 3 times negative 5, that's negative 15, minus 11 times 1, that's 11, three times negative 5, that's negative 15, minus 2 times 1, that is 2. So negative 10 minus negative 55, that's the same as negative 10 plus 55, we get 45. Minus, then here we have 2 multiplied by negative 15 minus negative 11, that is negative 26, plus 3 times negative 15 minus 2, that is negative 17. Okay, let's get our calculators ready. 1 times 45, get 45. Then 2 times negative 26, that should be 32 if I'm not mistaken. Or what is the calculator telling us? 2 times negative 26? Okay. Minus 52. Then 3 times negative 17? Negative 51. Okay. So 45 plus 52, these negatives make positive. 45 plus 52 minus 51. Positive 46. Wait, let me check in the assignment. We never got 46. Just hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing where I made a mistake. Here it was supposed to be 17. Wait, what did I put here? I put 3. So supposed to be 17 times negative 17. Yes, so okay, these ones are okay. 45 negative 50. So just believe 17 times negative 17, that gives you negative 289. Yes, so 45 plus 52 minus 289. Negative 192. Just confirm, was it negative 190? Yes, negative 192. Okay, yeah. So after you found your dz, dy, and dx, to find the value of x, dx divided by d, the overall determinant, which will, the x was negative 48. Our overall determinant was negative 48. Negative 48 divided by negative 48, that is 1. dy divided by d is negative 96 divided by negative 48, that gives you 2. Then for z, dz divided by d, negative 192 divided by negative 48, that gives you 4. So your answers are x equals 1, y equals 2, and z equals 4.